Today I'm going to just show you a real simple way of emptying the black tank and the gray tank. A lot of people, they get upset and worried about it. It's not a hard job. It's pretty simple. Basically, it's hooking up a hose to your tank and pulling a valve and letting it drain. There are some important rules to it though. One, I like to keep all my sewer hose stuff in a box that's marked sewer hose. I don't want to put anything else in here but the sewer hose related stuff because of germs and stuff. I also keep a bag of little simple gloves up in the door pocket, and also a little bottle of hand sanitizer. So it's real simple. The biggest thing I guess about emptying your tanks is to go slow and not be in a hurry, because when you get in a hurry you might make mistakes and not do something right. So the first thing to do is, after you decide it's time to empty your tanks, is to go inside and look at your gauges if they work or not, but you should know how much you have in your gray tank and your black tank. And I like to go ahead and get them full at that point. Go ahead and, if you're hooked up to a campground, just go ahead and run the water till your black tank's full and your gray tank's full. If you're not, just use your water pump and pump the tanks full, because you want as much velocity coming out of the black tank as possible to help flush it. And you also want your gray tank to be full, because after the black tank is dumped, you want the gray tank water to drain and rinse out your hose. And probably the worst part about doing this is putting on these little gloves, because they just stick to you when you're sweaty. So anyway, there's that. Okay, so now on your tank you'll need, this attaches to the ground when you get to a campsite. This goes into the hole where where you drain. This is clear, so you can actually see what's flushing through your pipe. And then you need a hose. I have two different hoses. I have a 15-foot and I have a 5-foot hose, because you never know how far you're going to be to the hole in the ground. So this way I can go either 5-foot, I can go 10-foot, 15, whatever. So we got that, and these ones also have nice little caps on them, which is nice because you can kind of seal them off when you're not using them. Okay, so this right here is all you need to drain your tanks. Okay, so I removed the cap here, and you screw this in place, and it's locked in. Like I say, you don't want to be in a hurry or nothing. And now you notice this has got the hooks here, and this has got the tabs. So you want to go ahead and install this, and you twist it till it's locked in. I like to hook this part up first, and then the part to the camper or the motorhome. That way you don't accidentally pull the hose, the lever, and start dumping and realize you hadn't done this yet. And on a pleasure way here, we have a little compartment here, and this is kind of a neat feature on the pleasure way, but I can actually push this down and change the angle on it, which is pretty nice. And sometimes the valves leak, so I kind of like to have my hose here just in case it leaks a little. You'll follow my hose. Okay, so now I'm secured here, I'm secured there, and that's all you have to do to hook up. And now this is the black. You want to do your black first, followed by the gray. So we pull this out, we're hooked up good there, we're hooked up good there.
Yep.
And there it comes.
And here it goes.
And now it starts draining out. And you can see it's draining out. And you just let it run until it's done running. Depends how big your tank is, how long it'll take.
You help it along sometimes.
Yeah, if I had the arms here, it would hold the hose up. The little bridges you can get. Okay, so there we go. Now the black tank is drained, I would say. Nothing else is coming out. Maybe just a little bit. So I'll close the black handle, and now I'll pull out the gray. And this will rinse out the hose, as well as emptying the tank. And my gray tank is twice as big as my black tank. So it takes about twice as long to drain the gray tank. But just keep watching it until it's done flowing. You can also get a clear elbow that goes on this side, but this one has it clear here, so that's good enough for me. And that's it for emptying the gray tank and the black tank. Now we'll just kind of put everything back together. So the first thing you want to do is close, make sure both these valves are closed. Twist this off, just to make sure any little drip come out there. Hold that up. Let that, any little bit left in there drain in the hole. Secure the cap, and on the pleasure way, raise that back up. Close my doors here. And lock that shut. And that's that. Now they do have a hose rinser. And you can hook this up not to your freshwater hose, but to your other hose. Keep a freshwater hose that is only used for drinking water, usually a white hose or a blue hose. And then have another hose that is just used for rinsing and stuff like that. Never mix them. So I'm going to hook this up to the hose and just do that. I'll be paused. I'll be right back. Hey, while I was dumping my tank here, it's always a social event, it seems like, and people like to show up. And I had a spectator show up.
He does a really good job at dumping the tank.
Yeah. So anyway, it's always nice when you have a guest help you, because they can keep an eye on you, make sure you keep it straight and you don't do anything wrong.
I don't want you doing anything illegal here.
Yeah, I don't want to have any episodes kind of like it.
I don't want the cops involved.
Yeah, what was that RV movie where they?
Oh, RV with Robin Williams.
With Robin Williams.
Yeah.
So he could be sitting on the bleachers cheering me on, but.
Yeah, this is kind of dull compared to the Robin Williams movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty dull.
That's okay.
You can go like this. You go. Okay, so this is a little hose rinser adapter. You screw it onto a hose. Now on the other end of the hose I do have an anti-backflow device to keep the water from backflowing. It's just a important thing to have. It's got a valve here, and you just screw like that and water comes out, okay? So you just hook this up to your hose here, lock it, twist it and lock it in, and turn it on. And this will just kind of rinse out your hose and keep it kind of fresh.
Keyword there, kind of fresh.
Yeah, it keeps it kind of fresh.
I'm glad to hear we have a backflow preventer.
Yeah.
Because that it would be our drinking water.
And you can see it's rinsing out the hose here. And it's also kind of rinsing this out too. Just keep all that nice and kind of fresh. Kind of stretch the hose out a little bit, move it around, and we can turn that off. Disconnect that. Let the draining continue. And then we'll unscrew this from the ground. Okay, so that's that. We'll close up the hole here. And this particular hose has hose caps we can put on here. So that's all it takes to drain your black tanks and your gray tanks. Put all that back in there. Take my gloves off. Close this box up. And then I also like I'm gonna wash my hands soon, but just for the time being, just a quick little rinse of anti-germ stuff. And that's all there is to drain your black tank and your gray tank. Okay, so now that the tanks have been drained, the only thing left to do is to go inside the camper or the coach, rig, motorhome, whatever, and put a gallon of water into your black tank to start the whole process again. So you don't want it to be dry in there in case there's some little residue in there. You don't want it to harden. So I put a gallon of water in my tank and I throw in a packet of the chemicals, your deodorizer or whatever product you use. Throw it in the tank and you're ready to start filling the tanks again and enjoying camping. So hope this helped a lot. And like I said, emptying your black tank and emptying your gray tank, it's not hard. It's not bad. I think people make more fear out of it than actually doing it. Just remember, wear gloves, don't rush, and drain them. It's simple. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day and enjoy camping. Bye. I almost forgot one important additional step, and I will turn that over to the voice behind the lens.
Last but certainly not least, you enlist the help of your wife to clean out the toilet bowl.
Yeah, because
And just clean out everything in there.
yeah, I don't like cleaning the toilet bowl. That's nasty work. Draining the tanks, it's not nasty. Cleaning the bowl, to me,
Yeah.
that's a lot worse. But
Gotta have a clean bowl.
gotta have a clean bowl.
Yep.
So, and thanks again for watching, and y'all have a great day. Enjoy camping, and maybe we'll see you out there somewhere. Bye.
Goodbye.